Okay, so it's come to our attention that not everybody is familiar with working on a PC or a regular computer. A lot of you have used Chromebooks, phones, etc. So this tutorial will kind of get you used to working with files, moving things around, finding things on your computer, etc. First thing you should know about a personal computer, a PC, is that it's designed to work. I mean, this area is called the desktop. It's designed to look as if you were looking at your job at your desk, and these are your folders full of files, and you can move them around on your desk based on how you think and how you work. And if you were to double click or open that folder, now it's showing you other folders within that and what's in them, etc. Okay, so first thing I want you guys to do is go down here to this little icon right here. This is called the File Explorer. It's kind of the fast way to get to all the different locations on your computer and the files on your computer. So let's go ahead and open that. But a lot of you, when you first open it, it's going to be really small like this. Okay, and we call these windows. Anything that you open like this is a window. Think about it like it's a window into that little world. You can do three things to these windows. You can close them, change their overall size, or completely minimize them. Minimize means it takes it down here. Now, if you click it, it re-maximizes it. Then you have what's called fully maximize or restore up, and you can restore down, which means make it small and movable again. Okay, so one of the things that's really handy to do is to have two versions of a window or your file explorer. And so let's make one of them over here this full size like that. And then we're going to right click on File Explorer and open a new one. And now by grabbing it at the top, we can move it around. And now on this particular one, for example, I could be on my desktop looking at these files. And on this one, I could be somewhere totally different. And drop files from one place to another quickly and easily. Okay, I'm going to close that and re-maximize. Let's actually close this for now. Okay, next thing. This is something that happens a lot. So you might remember, but on these PCs, there is a physical hard drive, which is called the C drive right here. Okay, that's everything that's on this actual computer. And then we like to actually save everything to the cloud or to our Google Drive, depending on if you're in photo or graphic design, you might use the Creative Cloud and sync that. But we're going to use Google Drive and Media, which means you need to have Drive running down here on the computer. It's an app that talks to the Chrome version of your Drive and syncs your files as you use them. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down here to this Start menu, this Windows icon, click it, and then we're going to scroll down until we see the word Drive. There it is, Google Drive. Now when we click it, if it's the first time you've ever done this, it'll ask you to sign into your school account and it will get you going setting up. But every other time, it's just going to launch Google Drive, and there you go. Now you have it running. You can also see it right there. If you click on it, it will show you whether you're up to date, etc. Okay, so now Google Drive is running. Go ahead and go to File Explorer here and maximize it. And now you're going to see that you've got quick access. And notice if I click this little caret, it drops down or expands or unexpands each of these sections. Quick access can be kind of annoying, so let's just kind of avoid it. I mean, if you go to a folder a lot, it will show up right here. But I find that it breaks the link often, so you guys get frustrated. So just maybe avoid that one. Instead, we're going to go to this PC. Okay. If I click the caret view, okay, so look at what happens here. If I click the caret view right here, it drops down the menu and I can see all my options. I can keep on doing that forever. I can just keep on going into next folder, and I can search for a folder that way. You don't have to double click the folder and open it and open it and open it. You can find the folder you're looking for by going through each of these carets one at a time until you get to the folder you're looking for. Okay, or I'm going to pull that back up. Or I can click on it right here. Let's say this PC. Now it's going to show me what's in that section. So you can see here's Google Drive. It's currently labeled G. If you're watching this video later, we may have changed our decision about what to call Google Drive, a different letter name, but for now, when the recording of this video, it was G. So if I double click this, it's now going to show me my Google Drive, or at least a local version of it as it stands right now. If I were to drop something into this drive right now, it would, so let me just do that so you guys can see what I mean. I'm going to copy this folder right here. I'm going to go to my drive and I'm going to paste it. Oh, let's see, could not, oh, there was nothing there. That's because there's nothing in that. Okay, so let me just grab this picture and I'm going to take it to my drive and I'm going to paste it in here. So now there's something new in there. What you'll see is that there's a little icon, a little blue icon, make it a little bigger so you can see it, that says that something is being uploaded or updated. So now that is in the process of talking to the online version of Google Drive and updating that file. So if you went right now to your Drive online, you might not see that file there, but give it a little while and it will eventually update. Okay, so that's where we're going. We're going to my drive, and I've made a little practice folder here for us to learn a couple of handy skills that happen all the time, that we use all the time when we are moving files around in this class. So first of all, I want to teach you how to create a new folder. So anywhere where it's empty, where it's white like this, you can right click and say new folder. And let's call this practice files or something. Okay. Now the goal would be that I'm going to take some of these files and put them into this folder to organize. The question is, which ones? Okay, well, let's say I can see right now that some of these are basketball and some are not. But maybe I couldn't see that. Maybe yours looks more like this. And you can't tell that MVI is basketball clips. So one of the things that you all need to learn is that up here you have this little thing called View. If you click View right now, you have a bunch of choices about how to see the files in this folder. So I can have extra large icons, large, medium, small icons, list view, which is very simple, or details, which shows when they were created, what kind of file type they are, which is sometimes handy if you're trying to find all the videos, like, aha, video, 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 picture, right? And then, so my personal favorite is medium icon or large icon with what's called preview pane. So over here, see that? You call preview pane. Why is this handy? Because if you click on the file, it will show you a version of that. It won't let you play it per se, but it will show you the preview of that file. So this is my personal go-to for how to navigate within a folder to see what I'm working with. Okay. If I need things to be in a row, okay, I can either change the size like that. So now they're all in a vertical row or column, or I can change it to list view. Now they're going to be in a row. Okay, so now let's learn how to choose certain files and not other files to put into a particular folder. So let's say I just want these two files. I can click the first one, hold down Control, click the second one. Now I've selected two files. You can see there's also this checkbox at the top. That's another way you can do it. There's actually a bunch of ways you can do this. Okay, let's say I wanted everything that's in a folder. This would be an example of this would be when we put our SD card in and we want to get all the video files from the SD card and we want to copy and paste them to our drive. We would do this. We would go Control A on the keyboard, and that will highlight absolutely everything. Now in this case, I don't want to highlight the folder, but imagine you're in your SD card. That would be how you would do that. Now that I've Control A to everything, I've selected all. I'm now going to press Control C or right click copy. Either one works. Okay. And I'm going to, so Control C, I'm going to go into this folder now. This is where I want to put them. It's currently empty. I'm going to press Control V or right-click paste. Now it's going to copy those files and it's going to name them copy of this, copy of that. Oh, those are big files. Now, some people get lost when they get into a folder. They don't know where they are. So again, a little navigation trick is that up here you can see where you are, and this is your file path. You are currently on this PC in Google Drive G, My Drive, Practice folder, Practice files. If I wanted to go to a different place in that link, I could say, just click right there, and now I'm at that folder. Or I can navigate with these arrows right here. I can go back one, or I can go up one. Okay, so that's another way to get where you want to go. So let's just say, for example, I didn't want all these files in here anymore. I'm going to select all. Now there's two options. I can press delete, or I can press Control X, or I can right click and delete. There's lots of ways I can get rid of those files. All right, let's go back to our other folder. Let's pretend I wanted just the basketball clips and not these three files and not this file. Some of you try to go like this. You start trying to drag and you're like, how do I get those over there? Couple ways you could do this. My personal favorite is to click the first one, hold down Shift, and click the last one. And you'll see that what that does is select everything in between the first one and the last one. One more time, click the first one, hold down Shift, click the last one. Okay? It might be easier for you to see in a vertical layout. So I click the first one, hold down Shift, click the last one, selects everything in between. Now let's say I don't want to keep the files here. I want to physically move them from here to this folder instead. So I'm not going to press Control C this time. I'm literally going to drag. So I'm going to hold down my left key. I'm going to drag all 7 files, see them? And I'm going to drop them in that folder. So now you see it actually physically moved them. This is a faster way to organize your files into subfolders within this particular file. So I'm going to go ahead and right click, make a new folder. I'm going to call this media class files. Okay. I'm going to highlight all of these 4, or first one, Shift, last one. And I'm going to drag those into that folder. Now we've got a little bit of organization going on, as you can see. Okay, I've got practice files, media class files. I got some names going on. Let's go into this basketball one. And I'm going to show you a way to rename these files. So these names aren't super helpful. The only thing that's helpful about them is their number. You see that number right there? I like that number because it tells me which file was created first. So this is in chronological order in the game. It's important not to get rid of that, especially with sports. But I would like to give them a name like, a great pass or a great dribble or a dunk or whatever. So I want to right click on this, rename, okay? And you can leave the MVI if you want. That's up to you. Or you could just get rid of that and leave the number, okay? And then I like that underscore. That's Shift and then the little dash next to the 0. And let's call this layup. Okay? So now that keeps its number, so it doesn't remove it from its numerical order, but it also gives me an idea of what the shot is. Handy. Okay? Additionally, let's go back one folder. Okay, we're in practice folder right now. Okay, let's say I've got these files right here. And I wanted to see which of these are pictures, which of these are videos. I can hit details, and there we go. I can see PNG, I can see MP4. And if you click at the top, whatever you click up here, And this will be helpful if I have some of these videos in there first. Hold on. Let me put those back in here so you guys can see what I'm working with. Okay, whatever you click at the top is how it's going to organize it. So if I click by name, it will alphabetically go from C to Z, or A to Z, or Z to A, depending on the order. Or I can click on date. It will organize by date or type. So now I've got all the MP4s and then the PNGs. Or I could click it again. Now I've got the PNGs and then the MP4s. Or I can say, find me the file size. This is handy when you're going through your drive and you're trying to find which is the file that's causing me the most storage problems. It's this one right here. What? I don't need that file, and I can get rid of it. Okay? So these are ways that you can look at what you've got and change what you're looking at and how it's being organized. Okay? Again, over here you've got this PC. Let's say we're going to stick in an SD card, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and stick in the SD card. And what you'll notice is that it popped up a new drive, even a new letter name. If I click on that, here's our DCIM. So this is where our video files are going to be. So if I double click in there, they're going to be in this 100 Canon. If it was taken on the DSLR cameras, that's where it's going to be. There we go. Here's all these files. Again, different ways I can look at these files. If I were to double click one of them, okay, it opens it up in Photos. The handy thing about that is I can click next and it will go to the next file. Next, next file, next file. Okay, and then I can go, that's the one I want, 4496. Okay, there it is. I'm going to copy that one. Or, I want to select this one, this one, this one, and this one, but not all of them. So I click on that one, hold down Control, and I can click any file I want, and it will only get those. Oh, wait, no, I don't actually want them. Hold down Control, unselect. So holding down Control allows you to select and deselect any file. Now those are all prepared. I can either drag them where I want them to go, or Control C and go put them in the folder that I'm wanting to put them in. So practice folder, media class files, paste. Okay, so there's just a couple of the most basic things we do on the PCs all the time that are going to help you organize your files and work with files better.